Hi, I am Reverend Kathy Itzin, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Grace, Gratitude, and Generosity. Recently, I've had several people talk with me about situations in their lives where it is difficult. They are going through a hard time, and the weather and the cold and the dark do not make it easier. We have people having a lot of health concerns, people who are caring for people that they love, people who are in grief, people who have all kinds of losses or stresses, and this is a hard time in Minnesota, and it's a hard time anywhere in the world. And so I thought I'd like to talk about that today. For people in Minnesota, I think is the vitamin D issue. There's been, I was thinking I had enough vitamin D because I take calcium and that has D added, and I was surprised to find out no, in fact, that's just enough to absorb the calcium. So that's another medical issue, but it's a real one. In Minnesota, it's physically impossible to get enough vitamin D outside because we are just too far from the sun. So that's another thing. It affects not only your body, but also your emotions, your mind, and your spirit to get enough of that. But beyond the medical issues, what are some things that we can do to combat grief that many of us experience, or just feeling down? And I think there's not a great magic answer to that, but there's things that we can do. One thing someone told me is when you're undergoing a difficult time, look at what really makes your body feel good and increase that. So exercise is always there, we know that. That's difficult to do, especially getting outside when it's cold, but outside is great. There is all kinds of beauty outside, and that can help. That can help. Another thing is, what else makes your body feel good? Do you like bubble baths? Do you like sitting with a book and something hot to drink? Do you like getting a manicure? Someone suggested to me one time, get a really good lotion that you like on your skin that smells great and feels good. And I typically don't do that because it's expensive, but a friend of mine gave me a tube one time and it's like, whoa, I love this stuff. Spend the extra bucks if you can, get something nice, keep it with you, and a few times a day, use it. It smells good, it helps the senses. What else can you do that smells good, that reminds you of things that you love? Bread baking, bonfires, something hot that you love to eat, and you love the spice of cider with spices, or hot cocoa, or whatever. What are ways that you can pamper your body? Some people like getting manicures, massages, facials, getting your hair cut or styled. Wearing something that makes you feel good. What are little ways that you can give your body an extra oomph that you enjoy? Take a nap. Those are all wonderful things. What are ways that you love to feed your body, your mind, or your spirit? What are treats that you could give yourself? It could be something to eat, but maybe it's going somewhere. If you like going to a museum, go to a museum. Look at the art. If you like going out in the woods, go out in the woods. If you and someone you love need a little break and you're thinking, gosh, I wish we could go somewhere and do this, have a place to ourselves, go somewhere warm. If you have the means, do it. Why not? Other things are being with people you love. Who do you love that you can call, text, write, share something with? Do that. Being surrounded by people that you love, whether it is physically or by texting or talking, that's important. So I think in this time where it is more difficult for us, try to put several things in every day that give you a little extra enjoyment. Why not? If it gives you some satisfaction, it smells good, tastes good, feels good, warms your heart, stirs happy memories, do that. Reach out to people you love and let them love you. And also the most important and possibly most difficult is making choices that are good for yourself as well. Give yourself those little extra things. And know that regardless, God is always there. There's nothing we need to do that God is expecting of us. Micah says, what do we ask of God? What do we need to bring before God to make us justified in the sight of God, if you want to look at it that way. And I don't usually look at things as justified. But what is the answer? Act justly, love tenderly, walk humbly, which means honestly. Don't think you need to live with pretenses. Who you are is good enough, and you are loved. Amen.